Welcome to Council Connection. I'm Dean Brookie, Mayor and Durango City Councilor. This program is designed to give you a snapshot of the happenings at the most recent Durango City Council meeting. This time we look at the April 6th meeting. Our meeting began with three presentations. The first declared April 4th through April 10th Library Week.
The library team is working hard to provide services, also while remaining safe. We reopened last month. We had 8,300 visitors during the month of March. Our community is continually expressing how grateful they are for library services, how much they miss being able to access our resources during the pandemic, and how many of them are appreciating what they had lost during that time, and the library is one of those resources.
The second proclamation declared the week of April 11th as 911 Telecommunicator Week.
You know, there's a trend nationally to recognize 911 telecommunicators as first responders, and I applaud the city of Durango and La Plata County for being ahead of the curve. It's a job that's been long misunderstood, but I think we're moving in the right direction. You know, on a daily basis, they're the lifeline for the law enforcement, fire, and EMS responders, and they take a roller coaster of calls and all the emotions that go along with that on a constant basis. They're our first contact for everyone in your community that's in need.
The final presentation came from the auditing firm Eide Bailly, which just completed the 2019 Comprehensive Annual Financial Report. It basically found the city is on sound financial footing, but the auditors identified three material weaknesses, one of which they feel former financial director Julie Brown used to embezzle over $700,000.
We determined that these issues we pointed out within this finding contributed to allowing this to happen. We pulled out lack of segregation of duties between budgeting, purchasing, just the overall cash disbursement process, lack of written policies and procedures detailing financial processes of the city overall. So there really isn't clear written policies and procedures over these processes, and the processes that are there, there can be some better segregation of duties, both within the purchasing and the budgeting and the disbursement processes.
The auditors recommended the city adopt a whistleblower policy and have a fraud hotline available for employees to report unusual activity. Brown pleaded guilty to the charges and has since repaid $250,000. We did have a rather lengthy discussion about submitting a letter of opposition to a proposed state bill that would reduce jail populations by prohibiting the arrest of individuals charged with certain crimes. We agreed by a 4-to-1 vote, with Councilor Noseworthy dissenting, to still voice our concerns but urge lawmakers to take a closer look at the issue. April 6th was Election Day in Durango. Congratulations to Melissa Youssef, Jessica Buell, and Olivier Bosmans, who were elected to the 3 open seats. Additionally, the lodger's tax increase from 2 to 5.25% was approved. Results won't be official until April 14th. Here are some reminders about local events. Don't forget spring cleanup is underway. To learn what can and can't be left out, as well as dates and areas for pickup, go to durangogov.org/cleanup. Items can be placed outside 1 week but no more than 2 weeks before your pickup dates. Also, this service is for city residents who pay a fee as part of their utility bills. Anyone else leaving items can be cited for illegal dumping. The Durango Parks and Recreation Department is looking for volunteers. There are all sorts of positions open. To learn more and sign up, visit durangogov.org/friends, parks, and rec. And if you know someone who has gone above and beyond in supporting the Durango Public Library, you should nominate them for the Library Community Champion Award. Nomination forms are available at durangogov.org/library and must be submitted before June 4th. Our next study session will be Tuesday, April 13th at 4 p.m. Our next regular council meeting is Tuesday, April 20th at 6:30 p.m. Agendas for meetings are posted at durangogov.org/meetings. After serving you for the last 8 years on City Council and being term limited, my final council meeting will be April 20th when the new councilors will be sworn in. So this is my final time hosting Council Connection. I will be the first mayor in Durango's history to be sworn in virtually and pass the gavel via Zoom. Even during a pandemic, we have been able to accomplish some very important tasks to shape the future of Durango, including formation of the Urban Renewal Authority and the successful search for a new city manager. I will have a recap of my 8 years on council at our next City Council meeting. I would also like to recognize the service of Kathy Metz, our Parks and Recreation Director, who recently announced her retirement. I've enjoyed working with Kathy since 2000, and we all will enjoy the parks, trail systems, and recreational facilities that we take for granted. She has added much to the DNA of Durango. I appreciate the support that I have been given as your mayor during my 2 terms, and I look forward to seeing you on the streets of Durango. It's been an honor. And that's Council in Connection for the April 6th Durango City Council meeting. I'm City Councilor and Mayor Dean Brookie. Thanks for joining us, and remember, you can always contact your city councilors via email at citycouncil@durangogov.org.